now it's night. Well, it's almost 10 p.m. And I made a schwack load of videos today. I started last night, I guess in the morning hours when I started making Alberta Springs. Then I made a series of videos based on samples that Aquavitae had sent me. I think I made 3 or 4 of those. 3 anyway. Well, 4 really. 3 or 4. And I made another 3 or 4 other videos. And then I remembered something that Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans had suggested to me, was to put some Tullibardine 228 and immerse it in some Manchurian Apricot Staves. Now, this is a bottle of Glenglassaugh Revival, it's true, but in here there is Tullibardine 228, and these two things are Manchurian Apricot Staves. Now let's see if I can dig those out of there without spilling anything or damaging anything. Or maybe I'll just, yeah, there we go. Maybe I'll just pour this into a glass and see what happens. Now I have to go from memory what his what was it, Queen Charlotte or something, Highland Queenie or something like that, no name brand, non-distiller statement whiskey was, that was bottled at a higher percent than the 83% alcohol by volume that you get from the Tullibardine 228. But this here is actual Tullibardine 228 with Apricot Staves for a couple days. Let's see what happens. I remember the Tullibardine was a fresh, exuberant, young, youthful wine. This is different already. I'm getting some of the apricot wood on the nose. Some of the, mostly the wood. Something fruity. Something a little bit winey. There's something a little bit like an old wine, something yeasty, like a yeasty red wine. Taste it. Ooh. This is definitely the Tully 228. A little bit more woody, quite a bit more woody, and a little bit more fruity. This Manchurian apricot definitely ages it. Yes, there are definitely woody tones in there, but this This still tastes a lot lighter and younger and more exuberant than that Highland Queen sample that was sent to me. Maybe I could pull the staves out and let it sit for another couple of weeks. I don't know. I still have that option, as the staves are still in there, and so is the whiskey a little bit. I'm not sure if your Highland Queen is the same as the Tullibardine 228. The Highland Queen had a heavier, darker flavor than the Tullibardine 228, and the Tullibardine 228 has had the staves in there for a couple days already. This has definitely given the Tullibardine an extra kick of wood. Along with the wood, some bitterness that wasn't there. But of age, no, I think with your Highland Queen you started out with something else. Maybe it was from Tullibardine, but it wasn't the same barrels. It was maybe a similar distillate, but it was not the same barrels. And any distillery can play around with different finishes on different distillates. But I'm not sure. I wish I would have kept some of that sample you gave me. I was just greedy to get as much flavor out of it as I could at the time, but I don't feel that this is the same thing. From memory, that is. Oh, you know what? I'm getting some chocolate notes now. It's like a medium dark chocolate. And dark chocolate is like at about 70% cocoa. And I'm getting quite a bitterness too from the wood. Very much bitterness. The bitterness that was not in the Tullibardine before. Tullibardine was light and exuberant and come to think of it, this may be the same thing. But your Highland Queen was higher ABV than this. So I don't know what to think of it. My glass still smells like burning pizza dough, which is strange. I also get pencil shavings, which I did not get in that sample. Or maybe I should let this sit for a little while without the staves in it and see how it comes out. I am tired. I've been up all day. I've been drinking all day. Last night I had gin and tonic, sherry, port, several whiskeys. This morning I had a couple whiskeys, and then I had some Slivovitz, and I had several more whiskeys. And I've had enough, but just trying this. Oh, maybe if I turn the glass around, it doesn't smell so much like pizza. Interesting once again. Adds a whole heaping bunch of bitterness that wasn't there before. In the Tully, that is. And it seems that your sample of Highland Queen or whatever it was, with some of these apricot staves in it, might have turned out a little duller than this one. This one, the wood notes are really sharp. The wood notes are extremely sharp. Fortunately, there isn't so much of it, so I can just go from there. I will have to purchase some more moonshine or virgin spirits and use that moonshine and virgin spirits as a base with which to try some more aging. The other bottles are doing fine. My first batch, now with maple staves in it, and my one that used to be in the Balvenie bottle is now in a Balblair bottle, which has a wider neck, so you can put the staves in there. Instead of being a tiny little thing like this, it's like, that's big. So the larger staves fit in the bottle, which is nice. That's going to make an interesting taste. But I'll get back to that later on in the year. Right now we've just got this Tully with apricot to deal with, and I might deal with it some other way. What else have we got here? There's a bit of cherry, I think. Yeah, and we got some birch here. And everything else is in liquid. Right now we've got maple, we've got apricot, we've got peach, we've got vanilla pods, we've got everything in liquid right now. But I am getting quite severely tired now. It's almost 10 p.m. I think I'm going to go to bed because I have had enough. I'm tired. And I might as well say cheers and sláinte to you. Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans, I hope you have a good week and take good care. Hope you had a good time off this last week because you took a week off. Way to go. I'll be doing that 2 weeks from now, and I'll be going black on here, but I'll come back with a vengeance when I get back. So, to your good health. Good night.
Food Quig. Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.